Hello, everybody. It's the Artie Clear Show. What do you say? What do you know? Wi-Fi 1460. It's a great day out there. Beautiful Monday here. It's the Eagles Monday as they win that game last night on the last drive by Michael Vick and company. Shady McCoy. Vick throwing a touchdown pass to Clay Harbor. And how do you know? 17-60. The Philadelphia Eagles beat the Cleveland Browns. And God bless them. It was the Cleveland Browns because anybody else, they would have lost that game. Vick with 4 interceptions. Shady McCoy with 20 rushes for 110 rushing yards. Boy, that defense played good. Brandon Whedon had a horrible night. His quarterback rating was a 5. A 5. Vick was a 51%. Now, I know what they're all going to say. Michael Vick only had 6 snaps during the preseason. He was rusty. He played a terrible game. If Seth Jr. here, he'd tell you that. He threw that ball 56 times. They ran the ball 22 times. 300 yards. Unbelievable. I'll tell you what the Eagles' problems are. Their wide receivers are too small. They need to get a guy 6'2", 6'3", some type of burner in there where he can throw that ball. Vick out of the pocket, at least he threw the ball away. Terrible. Another thing is, I want to say this also. The officiating for every game, just not the Eagles game, but for every game, it is terrible, man. They are blowing calls left and right. They don't even know where to spot the balls. Half of them don't even know the fouls that are there, what type of yardage is, if there's a play, it could be challengeable, not challengeable. To me, it's a disgrace the NFL puts these scab officials out there. It's ridiculous, ridiculous. Come on, man. If football has won 16 games in a season, already 1/16 of the season's over. Now when they play the next game, that will mean 1/8 of the season's over, which is 12.5%. You times that by 8, and I promise it'll be 100%. We got Bill Berge on tonight. That's Philadelphia Eagle linebacker, one of the greatest ones they've ever had, number 66. Luther Broughton will be here. Reggie Grant will be here. The blue dude for half an hour talking the NFL. He'll be here also. Who do we got after that, Joni? At 6:30, what do we do after 6:30? We got Jim Fox here for the LA Kings. That's right, the team that won the National Hockey League, the Stanley Cup, with Justin Williams, with Jeff Carter, with Mike Richards, with Simone Gagne. Yeah, that's right, they all won the Stanley Cup, not in Philadelphia, but out in LA. And then we finished it up with Nibus Wilborn, and now Wilborn is from Atlanta, and the Falcons played real good yesterday. They blew out the Chiefs by 40-17. They played a real good game there. No one ever talks about Matt Ryan, but I'll tell you one thing, he's a hell of a quarterback. He will join the show also. I want to say this. The Phillies, they win a doubleheader. They're 6 games out of the wild card. We have 25 to play. They're not dead yet. They got to get ahead of Pittsburgh, St. Louis, Atlanta, and the Dodgers. The Dodgers are fading. Pittsburgh's fading. Cardinals get a miracle win last night against the Brewers 5-4. And then you got the Philadelphia Phillies who won 3 in a row at home. Charlie Manuel expects them to win the next 3 against Miami. They're only 2 games under 500. Hello. We might be able to sneak in with the back door. Well, that's the way it is. Sports is crazy. You never know. Promise you, it'll come down to the last series of the year to see who's going to get into the playoffs. Okay, Rain, do your thing. Let's get Bill Berge on our show, and we'll talk some Eagles football. As they do win last night, 17-16. They'll come home this week. They'll play the Baltimore Ravens. They can't do what they did with the Browns with the Ravens because they'll never get away with that. You cannot turn the ball over 5 times, which they did. 4 interceptions and 1 fumble by Shady McCoy. Now, that fumble was the first fumble he had in over 300 carries. So McCoy is a great running back, and they really did play good, the Eagles, on defense. And I love their linebackers, Rhymes and Hendricks. They played good, and the secondary played good also, although Brandon Whedon didn't have the game glove in hand. But there's no rookie quarterbacks that won but RG3, and he played great down there in Washington. And that's exactly what it's supposed to be. Luck played okay for the Colts, and Whedon played terrible for Cleveland, and Griffin played great for the Skins, and Wilson, he played decent for Seattle, and there's one other starting quarterback, Tannehill, who was the Dolphins.